move, I can feel you. Like a Libra, he stays on my mind. He's so unpredictable. Welcome to the Mystic Media channel. I am your host, Rabina Rastaban, aka the Realist Astrologer. And tonight I'm going to get into the Dark Sided Zodiac series recap, the Libra edition. So before I get into the Libra comments, I'm going to just provide some information or some more thoughts that I have about dark-sided people and dark-sided behavior. So I created a list of certain clinical terms of people or clinical diagnoses that can represent certain dark-sided behaviors. So at the top of the list, I have narcissistic personality disorder. So basically, if you suffer from narcissistic personality disorder or you know somebody that does, basically they're dark-sided. And if you don't know about narcissistic personality disorder, Google it, and there is a wealth of information online about it, and there's, checklists that you can check off. If you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend where you feel like they might have this disorder, you could just run down the list and see if they have it. And if they do, then you have some serious contemplating to do, because people with narcissistic personality disorder, usually they cannot be treated. And that goes the same for a lot of dark-sided people. Usually they just won't gravitate towards the light throughout their whole life. Also, sociopaths, psychopaths, of course, they're dark-sided people naturally. People who are diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, that's one of the more severe personality disorders. Also, pathological liars, kleptomaniacs, pyromaniacs. So a kleptomaniac is basically somebody who's addicted to stealing. A pyromaniac is basically somebody who's addicted to lighting fires. So you can also consider them to be an arsonist. And I'm adding hardcore drug addicts in there as well. Now, in part 2 of the recap, part 3, Virgo edition, I ascribed 70% dark-sided energy to hardcore drug addicts. And that's because while they might not be dark-sided fundamentally, that drug addiction or that alcohol addiction overpowers them, and it causes them to display dark-sided behavior, so they in turn become dark-sided while they are battling their addiction. So that's why I give them 70% by default. Also, you can throw sex addicts in there because they can destroy people's lives as well, and they can cross boundaries. A lot of politicians, I believe, are just naturally dark-sided, because to be able to just always talk out of both sides of your mouth, and they always say politicians are liars. You might want to throw in a lot of lawyers too, in terms of dark-sided people, or especially those defense attorneys. A lot of world leaders, or I would say most, if not all world leaders, those people up at the top, they're dark-sided. Most of the top members of clergy of any religion are dark-sided. And of course, this is my opinion, but like I said, I'm an observer of human nature. And you know what they say about power and absolute power. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So people who are up at the top, or who have a strong need to be up at the top, a lot of times they may be dark-sided, because in order to be up at the top and stay up at the top, a lot of times you got to step on people's toes or stab people in the back and what have you. Just look at some of your coworkers, some of the more ambitious ones. Usually the ones that rise up to the top, they might be cutthroat, or they just might be very selfish or self-absorbed, narcissistic, what have you. Also, think about those people who are diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. Sometimes I really question the validity of Tourette syndrome, because I'm like, why with Tourette syndrome, they're always hurling foul words out their mouth? Like, it's always foul language. It's never something like, I love you, or you're so beautiful, where they're just saying, impulsively. So, yeah, I often question those people with Tourette's. Now, I understand that it's supposed to be an actual disorder, but, I don't know. Jury's out on that one. Now, another one, Munchausen by proxy syndrome. That's basically where a person, if they have children, they might get their children sick. And a lot of times this is women that do this, mothers, where they might get a child sick just so that they can get special attention. histrionic personality disorder, also those who have been diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder, and some people who are diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Not everybody, because some people actually struggle with that and they're not dark-sided, but you got a lot of dark-sided people who also happen to be bipolar, or they display bipolar behavior. Now, if you don't come across dark-sided people too often, check out a series of videos on YouTube entitled Public Freakouts. Also, there's a series called Customer Freakouts. So in these videos, you will find many real-world examples of dark-sided behavior and also dark-sided people. It's both sad and entertaining. So check it out if you've never seen these videos, because it will give you a perfect representation of dark-sided people. Dark-sided parents. So I want to ask my viewers, do any of you have dark-sided parents, or either one of your parents is dark-sided? And if so, have you cut ties to this parent if they're very dark-sided, like if they're maybe 70% dark-sided or more? Or if they are 70% dark-sided or more, are you still dealing with this parent? Do you still have a relationship with this parent? And if so, how do you deal with it in order to maintain your inner peace and serenity? So if anybody would like to share any details about their relationship with a dark-sided parent and whether that parent is still in their life or whether they've cut them off completely, please feel free to comment. Also, dark-sided children. Just because you have a dark-sided child does not mean that you have failed as a parent. Now, sure, a lot of dark-sided parents create dark-sided children, but some children are just dark-sided in spite of having a decent upbringing and a nurturing environment. So, when the dark-sided child becomes an adult, it's really up to the parent to will control and power. So the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to have little to no contact until that dark-sided adult child is able to find the light. And sometimes they may never find the light. Sure, be there for them if they are in serious crisis or they get into life-threatening situations. Otherwise, you will just enable their dark-sided behavior and become one of their victims. Now, a lot of times, parents, they feel like they are obligated to help their children out or be, in their children's life. However, you also have to think about self-preservation and think about your own inner peace, because if you're a wreck, if you're a train wreck as a result of your dark-sided adult child, how can you be any real help to that child? So sometimes you have to love dark-sided family members from afar. And it doesn't take away the love that you have for them. It just means that you love yourself enough to know that you need adequate space. So let's get started with the comments. So I'm going to start with the dark-sided Libra female video, Relationship Junkies, Don't Enable Them. This video, when I copied down the comments, it had 219 likes, 30 dislikes. So Suki Ray wrote, all Libras I know are hoes. Oh, wow. And that received 25 likes. Wow. Nizori Moja wrote, absolutely incorrect. Maybe these are traits of your Libra friends. Where did you get your info from? You are completely inaccurate and you come off as just being very negative towards Libra. Your energy and analysis is all negative. You give the total wrong interpretation of what the true essence of a Libra woman is. Wow, unbelievable. So Nizuri, please feel free to comment and let me know about the true essence of a Libra woman. And mind you, I was discussing dark-sided Libra women, so if you're not dark-sided, then a lot of it may not apply to you. However, I'm sure that you have some dark-sided traits on your worst days. Butterfly9274 wrote, Judge Judy is a Libra. Yes, she is, and she fits the Libra description very well because she is a judge and Libra deals with the justice system. Dia wrote, well, Miss Rabina, just consider me one of your new best friends. I'm a Libra and I have been waiting to hear this right here. LOL. I'm 40, single, and childless, so of course you had me with that online dating sites and survey stuff. LOL. But for real, this year I deleted all my profiles and decided to wait on one of my exes. LOL. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I take that diplomatic stuff serious. Fair is fair. Don't play with me. I used to tell people I report my own mother if she broke the law. LOL. As for the feminist stuff, well, I have a laundry list of degrees, certificates, and work experience to show for it. But like you said, I really wanted a relationship with a man. And when I couldn't get it in my personal life, I sought it through my work environment. But seriously though, you had me pegged with the eyebrows issue. LOL. I just yesterday was praising myself for finally getting my natural eyebrows perfect. You must be psychic or something. LOL. Thanks for another great reading. Well, thanks for confirming that idea about the eyebrows thing, because that is one of the things I observed about a lot of Libra women. I've had quite a few Libra coworkers where I worked right alongside with them. My Venus is in Libra, so I attract Libra women really easily. But one Libra coworker in particular, she actually got her eyebrows tattooed on. So I was just like, wow. Once I saw that, that's when I was like, oh yeah, they got this thing with the eyebrows. And it makes sense because Libra is all about symmetry, and your eyebrows, they gotta be, they have that whole symmetry thing going on. So it's like, and it provides that balance. And if you just look at the way eyebrows look, they kind of look like the scales in a way, like the top part of the scales. So yeah. So Lady Stan Ace wrote, I do not like how you held back because your Venus is in Libra. So like I said, my Venus is in Libra. And I did mention that in the video. I was like, I feel like I didn't go in hard enough on the Libras because my Venus is in Libra maybe. But yeah, I have to admit, the Libra video, especially for the females, was the most challenging for me to do. And maybe I need to do an appendix and really get at y'all Libras the correct way. But I don't know. So let's see. So she said, I do not like how you held back because your Venus is in Libra. My momster is a dark-sided Libra. She cheats and always has on my Scorpio dad, including with my bio dad. Wow. With her sneaky ass. Long-time affair with someone else's husband. She keeps division between my siblings with her fake abortion-promoting ass. Feminist? She wants all the attention from men. It's the feminist aspect. Yep. Libras start the darkness of the year, fall. She smiles in your face and will laugh at you before she walks away from you. She did hold the house down, and including me and the in-laws, nice. Wanted my sister and me to whoop a chick's ass for messing with her husband. She does not keep balance. She is a fucking beauty perfectionist. Yes, she has had her eyebrows tatted decades ago. She withholds sex, and I heard her say it. She has some sexy ass lingerie, so I thought she's always sexing. Oh my god, I was a spoiled child like Carol, and with Joan Crawford, not fucking cool. We never argued nor fought, thank God. She hates my strength, willpower. Libra moms will sell their kids sexually without regret to keep the man. Ooh. Tony will allow Birdman to have sex with her sons too to keep the man. I am an Aries. Ooh, Lady Stan Ace. Ow! So you said that Tony Braxton would basically sell her soul in the form of letting Birdman. Oh, I'm just like, wow. And Oprah's book, wow. Okay, Sage wrote, this is me, LOL, typical Libra shit. It can be a blessing and a curse. However, I learned that Libras make the best friends and company you can have in your corner. I agree, Libras do make a very good friends. Miss Prissy wrote, I'm a Libra and you hit some good points. I died when you said Libra females are prissy. Take a look at my name. Yes, Miss Prissy. Hi. Rose Gold wrote, you read my sister like a book. Okay, thank you, Rose Gold. Raymond Johnson wrote, my sister, thank you so much for that info. I just recently dated a Libra woman for 2 years, and she was everything you said and a bowl of chips. She's a true narcissist and a very confused person. I would not let her run over me with her childish mess and her immature attitude. We're both in our late 40s. I had myself together and knew what I wanted in my life, but she didn't know what she wanted in her life. Eventually, I caught her cheating on me with one of her exes, but she couldn't admit it when I confronted her about it, and things got ugly, and I dumped her. But again, thank you for confirming everything I went through with her. She really wasted my time, and I'm glad I'm not dating her no more. Your message really gave me the closure I needed to move forward. God bless you, and thanks, my sister, for saving a good man with a good heart. Peace. Well, thank you very much, Raymond, and I'm so glad that you survived that relationship with that dark-sided Libra, with your dignity intact as well as your sanity. So let me know if you have totally sworn off of Libra females or if you're still open to dating them. Aries Berry wrote, harmonious, peaceful, diplomatic. And then in parentheses, she put catty, comparative, out of control, low level narcissist, both the men and women. I'm just saying, I can't stand their fake nosy ass. Okay, Aries. Shauna Levine wrote, all facts. I'm a Libra and I approve this message. LMAO. What I've learned in my many decades on this earth is that most people are dark-sided and full of shit. Wow, Shauna. The balance of the world is off. Now, I do agree with you on that. I do agree that we got far too many dark-sided people walking on this earth. And I find this deplorable, she said. I found solace in being a hermit of sorts. I can relate, Shauna, because I'm a hermit too. Keeps me safe and peaceful. And a bit worldly, mostly in my youth, and self-loving. I'm very fortunate to have been born intuitive, and I see the same glow in you. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Thanks for the upload, beautiful. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much, Shauna, for your lovely contribution. I like what you said about the balance of the world is off. Talk about balance in Libra. Matthew Weiner wrote, girl, you are so on point. It's amazing to me. I used to be an alley cat on the loose 15 years back. Now I am Lion King, good looking Al Shalom. So he's talking about my Dark Side of Leo Mel video, Alley Cats on the Loose. But he commented in the Libra section, so maybe he had dealings with a Dark Side of Libra female before. Let me know, Matthew, if you see this video, if you had any experiences with a Dark Side of Libra. Deja wrote, bitch, this is me. Nah, fuck. Gemini wrote, phony, superficial, lazy. They stay in an abusive relationship in fear of being alone. They tap dance for dick. Oh. And Libra is a sign of dancing, so that is hilarious. Copycats, they have no personal taste. People pleasers, they might be pretty, but they are usually airheads. They do anything to fit in. Weak as fuck. The most useless females in the Zodiac. Wow, Gemini, that is harsh. But you being a Gemini, I'm not surprised that you came hard like that. Wow. Okay. So, PL wrote, Gemini, crazy Gemini, two-faced, think you are clever, equal to man, strong, backstabbing, and need a two dicks, cheat the most in the amount of the Zodiac. So basically, PL clapped back at Gemini. So PL must be a Libra. She clapped back at Gemini. So let me just read this comment again that PL wrote in response to Gemini. She said, Gemini, crazy Gemini, two-faced, think are clever, equal to man, strong, backstabbing, and need of two dicks, cheat the most in the amount of the Zodiac. Wow, that received 2 likes. Now, Sunis wrote in response to Gemini, she must be Libra as well. She wrote, Gemini, fake, two-faced, confused, thief, always in and out of jail, can't keep a stable place to stay, loud, annoying, dysfunctional, broke, always begging, might have a car but never have any gas money to put in it. Damn, Sunis. Now, Lizette, she chimed in. She must be a Libra as well. All these Libras are, they're defending their sign now. She said, Gemini, lunatic, stop stereotyping. Saudi Davies wrote, Amber Rose is a Libra as well and raising her son as a feminine. That's interesting. And it makes sense that she's a Libra because she had that whole slut walk thing, which is totally ultra left-wing feminist shit right there. Lizette Noel wrote, I'm a Libra. I have 5 signs of Libra, and what you just said is bullshit. I'm very financially stable and a successful businesswoman. But you didn't mention nothing about your relationships, though. Let me know how that's working out. Fantasia Garcia wrote, oh my God, you are right on with the eyebrows. Holiday Tracks wrote, this shit is spot on. Intelligence at its finest wrote, you're amazing. This is right on. Thanks. Matthew Weiner wrote, where have you been all my life? Deja Robertson wrote, ooh, why, Lord, this is me. I'm a cry. I didn't have to be a hoe. Well, I respect your honesty. I like people who are brutally honest. Cassie Rebecca wrote, courtroom drama. I love special victims unit. Gets me going. Okay, Libra. Ty Linus wrote, you're a trip, but I love your videos, and my mom is a Libra, and you call her out most of it. So that's the comments for the Dark Side of Libra female video. Now on to the Dark Side of Libra male video. Pack your bags while he's busy sitting on the fence. Now that's one of my favorite titles that I came up with. That video received 267 likes, 35 dislikes when I looked at it last. Now Dark Angel wrote, Libra men are some of the most confusing, perplexing, and dubious lovers on the block. They can be dangerously charming and debonair, but also master manipulators. You will constantly be trying to figure this guy out and how much he likes you and if he likes you at all. His behavior is very hot and cold in general. He will try to seduce you with his sweet words, but then subsequently withdraw and enjoy watching you go nuts, trying to make sense of his behavior. He usually has womanizing tendencies and is a habitual cheater and gets away with it because the women in his life fall for his tricks over and over. It will be hard to resist him. Another thing about this man is he has mastered the disappearing act. He will sweep you up in his romantic ways, then vanish into thin air for several months, maybe years. But the thing is, this guy always comes back to the scene of the crime. I like the way you put that. Hence, he always has ex-lovers from memory lane waiting in the wings. Overall, this guy is seductive, hot commodity, but likely has no plans to commit to you because number one, you're not perfect, and number two, he might be married. Au revoir. Nice, that received 31 likes. Miss Treese Jones wrote, the Libra men I know are all dependent upon women. They live in the woman's house, drive her car, etc. I guess it's the charm, but I don't fall for it. Oh no, she said, I don't fall for that shit. I don't care how handsome you are or how good your sex is. There is nothing sexy about being broke and needy. Not all Libras are like this. I'm only speaking on the few I know personally. I'm a Cancer. I don't like financially needy men. I know that about Cancer. And Cancer and Libra, they just clash naturally. So it's, that's not really a good match unless, the person has other strong energy in their chart. Hey, it's Piper wrote, I'm an Aquarius and dated a Libra. Wow, never again. Everything you said is true. 100. That received 16 likes. Lincoln A wrote, I must be as dark as they get. I dated my friend's mom. In my defense, she came on to me first. I'm in my 20s and she's a lot older than me. So, basically I spoke about how dark side of Libra men, they will sleep with their friend's mom, their friend's sister. Like, they cross boundaries a lot of times because they have such a strong need to be in a relationship or just to relate to the opposite sex, or sometimes it's the same sex if they happen to be gay. So speaking of gay, if I have any gay Libra males, please feel free to comment, because I want to hear about, or if you know of any gay Libra males, I want to hear how their dating habits are and how they are with their approach to relationships. So please feel free to share your comments and stories regarding any gay Libra males. Suki Ray wrote, basically, they're no backbone having, female trait having, closet homosexuals, manipulation, two-face, daydreaming, broke, and always trying to one-up their friends. Justina McKicka wrote, wow, 100%, the man I married, you're on the money. My goodness, I definitely fished the dark one, shaking my head. I seem to bring out the worst in him too, whatever I did. He pretty much destroyed me after 14 years and 3 kids. He fell for a young pretty chick but strung me along. It was all about her, but when I tried to go my way, I was the awful one. He yo-yoed with my emotions and played the victim role. Till this day even. I moved across the country just to be free from his cruel manipulation. I'm just now getting back to myself 3 years later and finally offer him forgiveness after a lot of intense self-work. I know this is not all Libra men, but never, ever, ever again would I. She can have him with all my blessings. Wow, Justina, I'm so glad that you were able to, come out of that relationship and, you're working on yourself, and that you were able to really just regain your self-respect and your self-worth. Because, yeah, just being in a relationship with a dark-sided person in general can really just tear you down. And a lot of times, like I said in part 3, it may take years for you to get over the pain that this person has cause in your life. Thunderbase wrote, he is judging a lot, not because he loves justice, but because he is superficial as fuck. That received 6 likes. Pacific Alliance wrote, I'm a darker Libra, but not indecisive, nor do I lack a spine. I think we're misunderstood. You want to paint us all with a single brush, probably why we're painted as gullible. We don't listen to your advice, so you get mad and call it the wrong way. That received 5 likes. Texas 903G wrote, I was with a Libra and they are followers and care too much about what others see them as. And he was very vain in love. A Libra will fall in love just because of what a person looks like. He is over analytical about what you wear, about what you look like, what you don't have. I was like, LOL, goodbye, boo. He was definitely a dark-sided Libra man. That received 6 likes. T.I. Martin wrote, I'm a Libra. I've been with several Libra males. They're all assholes. Having one faithful woman striking their egos just isn't enough. They'll say anything to hit it, including love and marriage. They can't communicate for shit. Fuck all Libra males. That received 4 likes. Des Rosby wrote, so true. Communication sucks ass. Patricia Smith wrote, I have a Libra male that is always on the fence. It's been 6 years and he can't decide to even live together even though we have a child. And I've always been there for him. And they aren't peacemakers either. They just delay, and that doesn't solve anything. Well, Patricia, let me know if you're still with this dude a year from now. And that Patricia's comment received 4 likes. Mark Scott wrote, that was very interesting what you said on the dark side of the Libra man, and I thought most of the things were true what you said. I am a Libra man, and now I wish I wasn't one because of what you said about judging women on the high standards, and it looks like I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Now, I responded to him and I said, I doubt you'll be single for the rest of your life because at the end of the day, Libra needs a partner, and you will learn to compromise for the sake of having someone to come home to. Many blessings. So at the end of the day, Libra will compromise for the sake of just being in a relationship. Ever Reese wrote, I don't like the fact that you outing us. LOL. I'm a dark-sided Sagittarius Capricorn from a male perspective. No, I think he said I'm a present dark-sided Sagittarius Capricorn from a male perspective. Let me just give you a little inside information. So Ever Reese is one of my colleagues in the astrological world. So that's why he's talking about Sagittarius Capricorn, because he knows my son is in Sagittarius, Moon in Capricorn, Capricorn rising. So he basically saying he's going to do a video outing me. So yeah, go ahead with it, Ever Reese. Go ahead. Seriously, really, really good though. I definitely resonate with a lot of what you said, especially when I am deep in my shadow self. So coming from Ever Reese, that is really, that makes me feel good because he's at the top of his game in terms of astrology as well. Byron Falker wrote, a dark-sided Libra man. According to your video, men born under the sign of Libra are not worth a dime. I am a Libra male and honestly can agree with you that we could be two-sided, but I always thought it was because we try and be fair-minded in most situations. What makes you an expert on Libra men or men in general? Why only focus on the negative aspects of everyone? If you notice about people are their bad traits, then aren't you being judgmental yourself? All people have both a light and a dark side. I think the trick is to find that balance. But that, like you stated in your video, is the Libra in me. Do we Libra men have any good qualities? Just saying, damn. So Byron, let me reiterate. And the thing is, when I did the male videos, I don't think I was putting the disclaimer up. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't start putting my disclaimer up until the female videos. So forgive me for that, Byron. But this video was pertaining to those Libra males who are dark-sided. So if a lot of it didn't apply to you, that must mean you are of the light. And Libra males who are of the light are very charming and very warm and very inviting and very friendly, and they're just very helpful. So more power to you. Ames Ron wrote, I know Libra got a dark side and all, but I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance. I'm done. Okay, Ames, that's funny. You got me on that. That guy wrote, I am sorry to tell you this, but what you describe as Libra male tendencies is exactly what most women do when choosing a mate for themselves. You judge Librans, but excuse women for the same behavior. Now wait a minute. That guy, you don't even know, like, I don't excuse women for dark-sided behavior, so no. Please, spare me the hypocrisy. That is not enlightening. Why do you call it dark-sided when it's exactly the same thing women do? Sigh. Because women have no high standards at all. Ha ha ha. Please spare me. So that guy, you must be one of those MGTOW men. Those men going their own way. And I'm going to do a video on that. Actually, my next Ace of Cups radio show is going to be on the MGTOW movement and how that's growing. And I'm attributing that to a planetary transit configuration that's going down. But yeah, you sound like one of those female haters that, you know, basically you've been hurt by women so much where you just given up on women. You see them all as being of the devil or whatever. But hopefully you'll find the right woman for you one day. Jalil Darbo wrote, everything was good until you said closet homosexual. I never knew that about my sign. I don't think it's true though. Women are too beautiful. All right, Jalil. Not all Libras are like that, but I'm saying some of the dark-sided ones do have that trait. Ms. Belly wrote, I can attest to this. Know of and have a family member who is a closet homosexual, bisexual. So there you go, Jalil. Ms. Bailey is basically confirming what I said. Victory wrote, that closet homosexual part is true for sure. My friend's son is a Libra and damn down low, unfortunately. So Victory is another one who is confirming what I said, Jalil. So maybe you need to get out more. Kim H wrote, oh my God, just ended a relationship with a Libra. The closet homosexual is accurate. The relationship was scary and disrespectful. If he calls, I will keep this in front. So, yeah, that's another one confirming what I said about the closet homosexual tendencies. Desi M. Lucas wrote, I love how you said their feminine traits come out during sex. I love it. So you must have some experience with that, huh, Desi? Tim Bennett said, what are you talking about? I'm all about beef and I fight a lot. Every Libra is not the same. Well, you're certainly right about that, Tim. Stellar Man wrote, damn, you got me down pat. How do I become opposite dark-sided Libra? I want to know about dark-sided female Pisces and dark-sided Virgo women, please, please, please. Well, just check my list of videos and you can find the videos for both the dark-sided Virgo and also the dark-sided Libra. But to overcome your dark-sided tendency, you just have to be very, very conscious of how you treat others and how you come across on a daily basis. It's always a work in progress. If you are dark-sided naturally, like you constantly have to be conscious of what you're doing and how you treat others. But don't be too hard on yourself. If you slip up and you slip back into your dark-sided ways, you can always try again. Don't be too hard on yourself. Drew 5000 wrote, you pretty much got me down. Red Bullseye wrote, I can usually read a woman after spending about 15 minutes with her. Yes, I'm looking for a woman that will satisfy most of my expectations. Is that wrong? No, you're supposed to find the best partner you can love and share your life with. Libra men challenge women to be better lovers, which in this modern age is less and less prominent. Not decisive, not exactly. I tend to weigh everything and make the best choice. I don't have a string of women hanging around, and I couldn't give a fuck about my ex. Live life well, love a good woman, and enjoy life before you're dead. All right. Nizaya 2006 wrote, Red Bullseye spoken by a true Libra. Diane Dunkley wrote, you are telling the truth. I know some Libras. Data Coach wrote, thanks a lot. You helped me so much. I'm going to let him go on and just be a friend with no sex because he's just what you say. I have then analyzed him and he is a negative Libra. Betty Holloway wrote, crazy accurate. Haha. Dia wrote, LOL, you should have a pic of my dad posted on the screen as your poster child. You have described my daddy to a T. And now you got me having second thoughts about marrying my Libra man. It's hilarious. I'm a Libra too, so I'm waiting to hear about the women's dark side. New subby. Well, thank you, Dia. And I also read your comment for the Libra female video. So that's the comments for both the dark-sided Libra male and Libra female videos. Hopefully you found this entertaining and insightful. And if you have any experiences with any dark-sided Libra males or females, please feel free to share. And please feel free to contribute any other information about Libra or what have you. And also don't forget what I said, if you have any dark-sided parents or experiences with dark-sided parents where you cut them off or they're still in your life, please feel free to share that as well. So peace and many blessings. The next video will be the dark-sided Zodiac recap. Scorpio edition. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be intense.